Hello, Jan here from Into the Woods, and I'm in my garden. It's mid-May, beautiful day, very peaceful. And I've been thinking while I've been gardening about something that happened the other day with the bees. And it was a funny thing, but it's made me think more. I've been reflecting about people and mindfulness in relation to this. So I was gardening away in that beautiful evening, and suddenly a bee came and slammed into me. Like, not like bimbled past and kind of knocked into me, it hit me hard. That was that was strange. Go on your way, little bee. I don't bother too much with stinging insects. They don't bother me, I don't bother them. Just stay clear of each other. Well, it came back, slammed into me again, hard. That's strange. And I kept, wow, there's a hawk just flown past, really low. Wow. It kept coming back, and I thought, it's attacking me. This is bizarre behaviour. And in the end, I beat a retreat into the house because I didn't know what was going on. I thought maybe there's a swarm of bees around here. I didn't really understand. Left them to it. Next day, same thing happened. Aha, I was in the same place. And then the penny dropped, and I was on the beeline. I realised I was on the beeline. So there are some beehives over here. Over there is a field of yellow rape flowers, canola flowers. And the bees have obviously tuned in to this rape, and they've investigated. They know it's a fantastic source of nectar. They've gone back to the hive, they've done their little dance, and they've told all the other bees where it is, and they're all going on that path. They've given them a map, and they're following the map to the flowers. That's what a beeline is. It comes from the beekeeping world. Beeline, when we just go straight for something. Now, I found it quite interesting that the bees hadn't taken account of the fact that something had changed in the fact that I was standing in their bee path. They weren't looking where they were going. They were just like on autopilot. Right, off I go. Bees, flowers, get there. Then I can start thinking about the flowers, and then I can come back, deliver my nectar. They weren't thinking in the moment, and they didn't see me there. I had changed. Their environment had changed from the last 100 times they've done that journey, and they didn't take it into account, and they just slammed into me. And this makes me think about me and about people, and how we go on autopilot, don't we? We do something 100 times, and that's the way it is, and we have basic assumptions about how the world is. The world changes. The world is not static. That is the nature of the world, of reality. It changes. And when we're on our beeline, when we're on our way to work, we're preoccupied about what's going to be there when we get there, the flowers, the nectar, or we're preoccupied about what's going to happen when we get home, delivering the honey, blah, blah, blah. We're not in the moment. And if something changes in the environment, we won't be aware of it. We can miss things. It can be little things, or it can be big things. Big things can change in our life, and we don't see it because we have these assumptions about how reality is. And sometimes we have to slam into something before we get the message that life has changed. I hope that makes sense. I am not going to go and stand in that spot to give you a visual demonstration of what it's like to have bees slam into me, because so far I've got away without being stung. So you're just going to have to use your imagination. Yeah, a beeline and mindfulness. Something for me to think about while I'm gardening.